Topic number 4 tonight, okay? We're going to move on to the Naomi Osaka saga right now and her withdrawal from the French Open. And she said it was for mental health issues and to kind of protect her mental health. And honestly, if you look back at 2018, when she won that U.S. Open and how the crowd booed her, and just I think that was a main sticking point of where a lot of this started, and it just carried on. But I'll save what I've got to say for it. But Mikey, what are you thinking about really what's going on there with Osaka?
Somebody to look out for the best interest of their own mental health. Like, I think that is clear as day. And I also think part of it is, this is an athlete. You know what I mean? Like, nobody ever said it was going to be easy. No one ever said that this was going to be something that, is for somebody who is faint of heart. And I'm not saying that Naomi is. I think she did the right thing. I think maybe if she had like this, don't even enter the tournament. You know what I mean? But I'm sure she's getting pressure from sponsors and other people. Like, she's got to do that. She feels like she has to do it. And I think that this is a great move in sending the right message to young athletes that when to feel like something's wrong, then you got to address it immediately. And listen, I teach and I coach. And I think this year specifically, you mentioned it with COVID, has been something that, really is going to affect our young people for a really long time. And I can see it every single day. It's not just in their actions and the athletes, but I see it in the classroom. She's setting an amazing example that you come first. Like, we come first. And your mental health, and she's got an amazing background. If you don't know anything about Naomi Osaka, very similar. Her father kind of took the Mr. Williams route in like Serena and Venus. Like, she has an older sister, was a pro tennis player, not as good as his. He went that route. Her mother's Japanese, her father's Haitian, which is really, really cool. Like, she's got this really cool backstory. And to be honest with you, I think she looks like a lot of our American athletes, and she's defining what it is to be responsible. And I'm super proud of her. Not that she needs me to be proud of her, but I just think she's setting a really good example for all of our young athletes out there.
No, I'm glad that you said you're proud of her. Immediately when I came up with this topic, I said we support Naomi. We support Osaka, and we support what she's doing right now, putting her mental health first and putting her common just health in general first. Like you said, we come first. Without health, you have nothing. You can't go and play tennis. You can't do anything without your health, without your physical health, without your mental health. So I totally support what she's doing right now. And like it said, I'm shocked. Maybe she needed to do it, honestly, earlier, because I wish she didn't let it get to this point. And she really just said, hey, you know what? I just don't need this right now. I've got to get myself back together. But I think you're right. The pressure from sponsors and even tournament organizers, because she's the headliner right now. And it's like the French Open. Are you happy now? Are you happy that your headliner dropped out? And like I said, with her and Serena, they are the two biggest names in tennis right now, male or female. Okay, they are the biggest right there, those two. So when you take one of them out of the mix, guess what? Nobody really wants to watch a tournament anymore right now. And honestly, we might not watch it until the final if Serena gets there, and she probably will at this point. And I think it's one of those things where, Serena as a competitor, I'm sure she would have rather faced off against her. But now I think Serena's like, hey, there's blood in the water because the number one competitor's gone. I think Serena's got to step up and actually show how she's still a dominant force and go out and win this tournament. But I think Naomi Osaka did exactly what was right to actually send the right message, like you said, to all of our young athletes out there that mental health is a big deal right now. We've got to take care of it. We've got to take care of mental health, take care of our athletes, but also to these tournaments that, hey, you're not going to get away with pressuring us and pushing us around, thinking we're just going to take it and play. That $15,000 fine was nothing. I'm just going to withdraw and take myself out of your tournament. And that's going to take actually more than $15,000 out of the French Open. So they're the ones that are going to be missing out on this. So it's like, hey, it sucks for them, but I think this is the right thing for her. And I'm glad that she's doing it. We totally support her. This guy I'm God, he's off the screen, producer Ben, because that guy is an idiot. He's one of the guys that's criticizing her for pulling out of the tournament like she's a little baby. He's the little baby for walking off his own show, honestly, for getting called out, for calling other people out and just bullying and hazing on people. So it's just really one of those things where I think this is one of those things where we all need to stand up, not only for each other, but for ourselves. And I think that's exactly what Naomi's doing. And like I said, I'm extremely proud of her, and we support her on this show 110%. Mikey, you got any closing?
No, I just think, part of it, but part of it is when you start thinking about what's really important, right? And you start thinking about, and that guy's name, I know he's a British anchor. His name, I can't remember.
I lost his name too.
But it doesn't matter. We should really know his name anyway, because I completely agree with you. The idea of walking in someone's shoes, right? Like, bro, you don't know what it's like because you're probably a scrub and you're not an athlete and you've never been on that highest level and you don't know what it's like.
Yeah.
And when you think about this young woman who's been training since she's 15 years old to get to this point, you're telling me you don't think she wants to be there? Of course she does. This is all she's done in her entire life. So don't come to me and be like, you're soft or you're this or you're that. Glass house, man. Glass houses. Like I said before, take care of you. She's only going to be a better tennis player because of this, because she took her break. And to be honest with you, looking at her Twitter feed, she's getting love from everywhere. Curry, Venus, LeBron, even M at her. Like, you got everyone being like, yo, what you're doing is 100% the right thing, and you're sending the right message. So, yeah, big ups, man. Big ups, Naomi. Keep doing you. Obviously, we're going to keep for you. I know she's Japanese by birth, but we'll still claim her because she lived in America for the U.S. for most of her life. So, no, she's amazing. And God bless her. Honestly, God bless her.
Yeah, no, I agree. I hope she comes back stronger, and I hope we get to see her come back strong and mentally strong and physically strong to come back and dominate like she's been doing. And it's really one of those things where, like I said, cheers to her for actually standing up for herself and doing what's right. And like I said, I really do hope she comes back strong and in good health. And I also want to say that, those U.S. fans that were in the freaking stands at the U.S. Open that booed her after she beat Serena Williams, you're a bunch of cowards. Honestly, you're a bunch of cowards. And I honestly think that like bullying and hazing type of atmosphere really started a lot of this for her. And it's like one of those things where you cheer the champion, you don't boo them. So it's like one of those things where I bet a lot of those people were just like Pierce, whatever his name is, were, like you said, just regular people that have never been in that situation because they're a bunch of losers. So cheers to Naomi for being a champion. We're looking forward to you coming back strong and healthy.